Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome to my channel. I have a Patreon page if you'd like to go and check that out. I do extended videos, early uploads over on there. I don't charge much. Any videos that are missing on my YouTube channel, you can find over there as well. So plenty to dive into. I have a full library over there, so I hope you enjoy if you go and check that out. Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel. We're now on Supernatural Season 8 gag reel and I cannot wait to watch these. It will just be me smiling at the camera for the whole time, no doubt about it. But we'll see how we get on. Let's get straight into it.
Should we get? Of course, you're the Winchesters. Sorry, we met?
He probably watches the show, Dean.
What do you think about our move to Wednesdays? Season 8.
Yes. That would be me. That would 100% be me. Oh, love it. I love it. That's awesome.
We're not gonna be able to use any of that.
How did he just do that?
Where do you find those crypts before they do? Meg? You're the only one who's ever been there, hey? Hey? Hey?
Hey.
Oh, top of the morning to you, Dave.
Montage.
Ellie, whatever you're saying, it's not real. You're laughing, I can hear you. You said as much as I could do. Was that too much? I love it, perfect.
That was very close.
Yes, you are. Come here, sexy thing. Damn. Every day for how long? One of the guys hardwires. Damn, every day for how long? One of the guys. What is it?
Freaking suburbs, man. So she's not a witch. She's the best boy ever. What killed her husband? Gives a
I just want to keep watching that bit.
Really? Carrie. Woo! Release her.
Come on. Clary, Kevin.
And you're gonna have to get eaten up.
Do what now?
Yeah. You two show around. Keeps the demons away.
Short stop. Indiana Jones.
Oscar's laughing though. We need you. I need you, Cash. You're my baby daddy.
How can he make jokes during this scene?
No, I know I love you too.
I didn't say that.
I know you wanted to say it. He's Is this okay that I'm in your shop? No, you can do it. Say it. No, you love me.
Bring it in. Bring it in, buddy. Bring it in. I don't ever want to let this go. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
Centurion times.
I've missed your musk.
Yeah. You know what? Don't worry about it. I know what you mean. I'm gonna put this down. No, I'm gonna hit you again. Okay. What the hell was that? I'll tell you later. Let's get on with the trial. But he's my responsibility. That happens with people in this line of work.
You hit like a girl.
Damn it! Does that still hurt?
It hurts.
Okay. It doesn't hurt here. Okay, does it hurt if I hit you here? Here. I need a popsicle.
I love that they just keep sliding that in.
That was awesome.
You go invisible, girl. Keep an eye on him. You hear me?
Good. Am I out? Am I out of the frame? Okay, good.
Touches me right where my bathing suit goes.
We've got relevant short girls right now. All we gotta do is find that tablet.
It's our name for the burglar that's been running us.
Ignoring the fact that I have no idea what that actually means, if we do this, you get better, right, Jose? That's what I thought.
Yay, they've put the cast back in it. Cast and crew. I missed this last one. Not seen any of Benny really, have we? Another season down and another bloopers that absolutely killed it yet again. I just love these. The family dynamic that this cast and crew has just seems so strong and on another level to other shows, and yeah, it's great to see, really nice to witness, and I hope you guys enjoyed me watching, just smiling like a goon for another few minutes there. It's good to see Misha and Jensen in the Castiel-Dean scene, which absolutely broke my heart watching that scene in the episode, and now watching the bloopers and all the fun that they had behind the scenes is just hilarious. I love that. So I want to do like my usual breakdown of the season in this video as well. Easily one of my favourite seasons to date of the show. I really enjoyed it. I liked the fact that we still had Monster of the Week episodes in there, but it just felt stronger. It felt like plot was involved in those. Even if it was just a little bit, it was still there, so it helped bring the next episode along. I think sometimes when they do Monster of the Weeks, they do it a bit too separate from the rest of the season. I think if they just add maybe a scene at the end or something in there that just relates to the main plot, I just think it moves a lot smoother. So I'm hoping for more of that in season 9. Again, season 9 is highly talked about, highly recommended by Supernatural fans, so I'm really looking forward to that season as well. So from start to finish of this one, I've really enjoyed it. Yes, there was a few meh episodes in there, but overall, as a whole, really, really strong season. This finale is up there with one of my favourites. I think that Supernatural always does finales right. I don't think they've messed up yet, and this one was just incredible. I love the twists and the turns in it, and just the raw emotion, as always. They brought it and I loved it. Like I said in my finale reaction, it just makes me want to watch season 9 episode 1. It really does. I need for it. It's just, that's what you want. You want to be so excited and impatient to watch the next episode because the show is so good. I think if the finale airs and you're just kind of like, nah, I could watch the next one, don't really mind, you've just lost it. You failed at a finale. Supernatural nails it yet again. A lot of new characters were introduced in this season. We got Naomi, we got Abaddon, we got, is it Metadon or Metatron? Sorry, I always forget his, but the Scribe. I'll always refer to him as the Scribe because that's way easier for me to remember. And the one that stands out for me is Benny. We were introduced to Benny. Having said that, we've lost a few characters in this season. Benny being one that stands out for me. And we also lost Meg, which was huge as well. We've had some ups and downs. Bobby being returned and then taken away yet again kills me every time. Doesn't get easier, let me tell you. But yeah, so much has happened. When they do the road so far, is it the mid-season they do it and then the end? Every time I'm hooked on it. And this one just really shows the amount of action and emotion and drama, everything that has been in this season so far to lead up to the finale. It wasn't like, oh, there's a little bit there and a little bit there, which was great. It was boom, 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 boom. So much happened. Totally forgot to mention Kevin's mum as well in my last episode. Has it been confirmed now that she is indeed dead? Because Kevin mentioned it in that episode with a dead mum. So I hate that if that is the case. But I'm starting to believe that it is. So he is an orphan. Is that correct? So sad. He's lost his entire life because of this. And he didn't even choose it. So sad. Charlie has been reintroduced as well in the season, and it's always nice, and we got some of her backstory as well. So maybe more seasons she'll just flit in and out, which I am all for because Charlie is definitely a favourite of mine. Love that character so much, and seeing her relationship with the boys is always fun as well. Kevin survived. He was saved by the Scribe, which is what really does confuse me because the Scribe saved him, knowing that he can read these tablets and such. You'd think that the Scribe wouldn't bring him back so that no one could do anything with that tablet? Or am I missing something there? Obviously, I understand that him doing that then gain the trust of the boys and Kaz. So maybe that was worth it in his mind to get them on board to then try and do the trials. Who knows? But he tricked me for sure. There was something about his character when he started getting Castiel to do these awful things like killing the hybrid, the half angel, half human. Some red flags were brought up and raised there, but I still didn't expect him to do that. Yeah, didn't predict it at all. I loved it. Loved the twist. Naomi was a tricky one as well for me because when she first introduced, like, I wanted to trust her. There was just something about this character I just liked. Whether it's because it's Amanda Tappin, who I love, I don't know, but it was very up and down. The fact that she was telling Kaz to kill Dean was just a no-go from me. But then she did do something nice by allowing Bobby up to heaven as well. Although I don't know what's going to happen with that now. Yeah, what's going to happen with that as well? Interesting. Hopefully they'll explore that in season 9. Maybe we'll get to see Bobby yet again. Who knows? You do. I don't. Please, no spoilers. Yeah, Naomi, I was very up and down with if I should trust her, if I shouldn't. Didn't look good there towards the end though, did it really? But like I said in the last reaction, I can't blame Kaz for not trusting her because she's messed with him so many times before. Benny for me was the takeaway character of the season. I think his presence really pushed and made this season a really good one because we saw Dean really trust someone, which was lovely to see. We saw a true friendship there, a real loyal and pure friendship. And It was against something that we thought we would ever see, Dean and a vampire. No way did I ever think that that was going to be a possibility, and yet there we were. We had the friendship of all friendships, and he sacrificed himself to save Sam and Dean as well, obviously. And it hurt to see him go. It really did. I'm still hopeful that he kept the bones, so he will return. But I don't know it for a fact, so I am a little bit worried about that, because it would just be a shame to waste such a strong character. Yes, he felt he didn't belong. After him saving Sam and doing that, only grew the loyalty and Sam's trust for him as well, because it was Sam that was causing the rift there, really. And the same with Dean causing the rift with Amelia, although Don was involved there as well, so it was very complex. Yes, we were introduced to Amelia this season, but personally I felt that that relationship, they didn't explore it correctly. I think it did have potential, but I think maybe the writers just didn't go down the right route with that, because I think if Amelia was more of a, I don't know, maybe more of a sensitive, warming character, it would have had a stronger impact on the audience. Whereas she was very cold, she was very sarcastic, very dry, and it just didn't resonate, I don't think, with the people watching. So yeah, there was potential there, but it just wasn't executed very well. So I was kind of glad that they didn't pursue that any further. I just kind of want Sam with someone a bit more warm. Yeah, a bit more kind and caring, and yeah, you can be a badass as well. Like I could see Sam with a badass for sure. But yeah, just someone a bit more likable would be nice. Another character that we were introduced to was the bunker, because the bunker itself is just huge, isn't it? Which then leads me to the man of letters, which again, a huge development. The boys are apparently part of some legacies, the men of letters. There's a huge knowledge and just higher ups of another level, really. They kind of remind me of the elders in Charmed. You know, when Leo went up, the White Lighter became an elder and it was all like a big deal. I kind of feel like the men of letters maybe have a similar vibe. I could be wrong, but that's just what I take from it, because they were saying that hunters were like the riffraff and the men of letters were the gods. So yeah, that was interesting, the way that the boys have ended up being true hunters, following John's lead, because the boys ended up taking out Abaddon with the grandfather. It's all very complex, but it's great to see some backstory and how things came about. It was just a huge moment for the boys, and seeing them have this bunker, this bat cave, this lair was just amazing to see. Dean, Sam having a home, a place that they can keep returning to, which has an abundance of knowledge, just home comforts. They had their own room. It's not a motel after motel after motel. It was just amazing. What would be even more surreal is if they could just flash back to this bunker whenever they want to. But obviously I get that they have to be on the road to solve these cases. But it's nice as well that we've seen Charlie in there, Kevin in there. Although something was going down at the end of season 8 there regarding that. All the alarms were going off. So again, excited to see what that was all about. Yeah, seeing the boys have their base just means so much, because they've never had it. It was just really nice, and I hope nothing drastic happens to it and it's not stolen from them, because they can't seem to have nice things. Like Dean said, this is why we don't get nice things. The trials were really intense this season. I loved that aspect, that they've got to carry out some sort of trial to then lead to something huge like the gates of hell closing. And Sam taking on that, it was very up and down as well. Very on board, then not so much, then confident, then really not confident, and so on and so forth. And they explored it perfectly. I think it was very well written myself, which then leads me to Crowley being the big bad of the season. When he started torturing Jodie, oh my gosh, talk about hatred in that moment. But again, I just love him. I just love that guy. He's so bad that it's good, isn't it? But I do think that he was a great villain, and I'm hoping that we see more villainous behaviour from him. But it would also be nice if this cure thing is maybe a go as well. I don't know. I'm very conflicted when it comes to Crowley, but I do know that either way it's going to be awesome because the actor is phenomenal. So yeah, I'm excited either way. I'm sure there's so much more that I need to discuss, obviously regarding like the fallen angels, the closing of heaven, the potential gates and blah blah blah. But I do want to watch episode 1 of season 9, sorry, and explore that a little bit more then. I hope you guys have enjoyed this discussion. Please let me know in the comments below what you thought of season 8. Was it your favourite? Do you think it's strong? Do you think that there's something that they should have changed, etc.? I'd love to read those comments. But yeah, I hope to see you all for season 9. I want to thank you for exploring my journey with me for season 8. And yeah, onwards we go to more supernatural goodness. I've absolutely loved it. If you enjoyed this reaction, please give it a cheeky thumbs up and subscribe, you know, if you want to, but there's no pressure here. And I really hope to see you all again soon for another video. Thanks guys, bye.